Amazing work! Once again, take a moment to really congratulate yourself and pause to enjoy the good work of putting your enhanced value proposition out there to help people and communities to solve their new problems. Now we're at the stage where we have our campaign launched and it's building traction with our target audience. The good news is that this is just the beginning of making the most out of your new growth opportunities. If this wasn't stated very clearly in the beginning, let's repeat it once again, very slowly this time. We wanted to build and launch the campaign very quickly and with the least resources to test the product market fit and to gather intel to iterate and optimize, to fail, learn, and improve fast based on an actual market feedback. We already discussed setting your goals and KPIs in step 3, and now it's time to pull those in and start comparing your campaign results with the OKRs. As we mentioned for the OKRs, there are plenty of modern tools also for tracking and reporting your campaign performance and to connect and visualize the data with your OKRs too. We personally at Norders really like the Nordic Supermetrics and the American Data Box as solutions for this. As you might know by now, both will be linked in the workbook below. These tools are so-called analytics platforms and help you gather data from various sources and present it to match your goals and KPIs. But as these tools are outstanding for analyzing your data, but you certainly don't need to start the analyzing and optimizing part by buying and setting up a new tool once again. We really recommend analyzing the data with the free sources that are already at your disposal. These include tools depending on the campaign, such as Google Analytics, Facebook Business Manager, or LinkedIn Ads. These free tools offer very simple and easy to read reporting capabilities that you and your team can use to understand where your campaign works and where it doesn't. And most importantly, you will learn how your message was delivered to your target audience, including at which specific parts it earned attention and in which part your audience stopped believing you could solve their new pain point. So how often should you analyze the campaign? A boring answer, once again, sorry, it depends. If you have a lot of variables like multiple channels, various pieces of content, both organic and paid communication, then you should analyze it more often, sort of obvious, right? But even if your campaign is simple, in the beginning you want to keep a constant eye on it. Our general advice is to have a weekly meeting with the team involved in the campaign where the results are being viewed against the targets. An hour max, even 30 minutes, should be enough for everyone on the team to present the results for the tasks they're responsible for. And that's the analytical part, to see where you stack against the goals. The analytical part is pretty straightforward, very data-driven. Then comes the optimize part. Now we get to be more creative. Sometimes the analytical findings forward us directly into the right direction. This is most often when we have something that we get to compare during the campaign. So for example, if you've now built similar pieces of content with 2 different influencers, for example, or then you advertised the same content in 2 different channels. In cases like these, it's fairly straightforward to compare the A against the B and then decide which one to focus on. But sometimes the data won't directly tell us what to do. This is when we want to return to the drawing table and brainstorm further. I also want to highlight that it's always a good idea to talk to the potential and existing clients and dig deeper. When the campaign is running and you start getting the first feedbacks from the audience, it's also easier for you to ask more detailed questions. And sometimes when we notice something doesn't work and it's time to iterate, we love to just go with our intuition. If the ad, for example, is not generating enough clicks, make a new different ad with the copy that first comes to your mind. Or if the sales team can't convert the booked meetings into customers, change the sales pitch with a presentation that first comes to your mind. You might be surprised with the intuitive results.